ICE. ICE is on the loose. Raids are happening. Executive orders were made.
Began at sunrise. ICE agents fanned out across neighborhoods, almost 1,000 arrests. President Trump is celebrating. Immigrants are terrified.
If you just deport 8 million people out of the U.S. workforce,
Yeah.
there's a big chance the American economy might crash.
If you really want to get into America, you're going to keep trying and trying and trying, right? That's not a solution. You know what Trump's solution to this is?
What?
Sending them to Guantanamo Bay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is
that's
actually insane.
Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay. That is $450 billion a year if he were to put them in Guantanamo Bay.
They're committing less crimes on average than a law-abiding, like legal.
Oh, 100%.
American.
Ratio-wise.
Yeah, like they're some of the
I
most
agree,
hardest
dude.
working.
They
people.
are the hardest working people. Welcome back to the Gen Z Speaks podcast. Unfortunately, ICE is on the loose right now, and raids are happening.
It's sad.
Are your people getting deported?
No, all my people are illegal.
Okay, good. Very nice. His camera?
Come on, man, fix me.
Was that my dad right now? Your mom. What's she saying? It's okay. She knows I'm in the pod. Okay.
I just start over.
Yeah, I'm start over. Welcome back to the Gen Z Speaks podcast.
ICE is on the loose. Raids are happening. Executive orders were made.
Why do you look so happy? You seem ecstatic. You seem like the happiest man in the world. You seem like the happiest Mexican in Los Angeles.
I'm legal.
Yes.
Trump, you can't touch me.
You were born in America.
I was born here in Anaheim, California.
But when you were born, were your parents also citizens?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that'll be fine.
Actually, my mom wasn't born here.
That's fine. But she was a legal citizen, right?
She was very legal.
How did your mom come to America?
Flew in on a plane.
No, but like, how did she come? Like, on what status?
Good question. I don't know.
You never asked her?
No, I never asked that.
What if she came illegally?
Well, she was
No, I'm
like 4, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was a kid.
So this is back in, like, what, the 80s? 70s?
76, so 1980.
1980 she came in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the ICE raids are happening. The most dumbest thing this man has done, this orange man, you weren't.
Well,
so
you can't say most dumbest.
you're right, actually.
Yeah,
There's so many
so-
dumb things.
No, but
Most dumbest?
that's
Doesn't
not
sound,
yeah.
sounds dumb to say most
Yeah.
dumbest. Yes.
So
I'm just mad because he
yeah, I get it, bro.
overturned, so there was a law in place. ICE couldn't detain people at schools, places of worship, and hospitals.
Right.
So that's been overturned.
Yeah.
So now in schools, hospitals, and places of worship,
Yeah.
ICE can detain people.
It's not right, dude.
That's not right.
It's not.
That's not American.
No, that's
like
not
you
right.
have to have some morals.
You know, to me, the worst part about that is he's literally verbally he's telling everybody, "Hey guys, we're looking for only the worst of the worst people. That's who we're detaining." But on the flip side, his actions are completely different, right? His actions are legalizing ICE to go into schools, public schools. That's insane, dude. Places of worship. Where are they going to the Catholic Church for, man?
Yeah.
The Presbyterian
Imagine
Church?
you're doing service and then
And
people are
ICE
being detained.
raids. That'd be insane,
That's just
dude.
sad. Like I'm laughing out of just like ridiculousness. That's crazy.
It's kind of it's like a South Park episode. It really is,
That's
bro.
wild, man. You know, also, they're saying, so you know how Donald Trump was saying he's only going to deport, not only, he said he's going to deport illegal people, but he said the priority is going to be criminal people, right?
Yes,
People with criminal
the worst of
convictions.
the worst. That's what he says.
But guess what? The White House press secretary said that everybody in the country illegally is a criminal.
Well,
But that's not the definition by the law. By law, entering the country illegally is a civil violation.
okay.
It doesn't make you a criminal
Interesting.
in terms of the legal semantics. So now they're framing this as, oh, everybody here illegally
Is a
is just
criminal.
criminal. So then they get to deport
Oh.
anybody they want. Every single person they deport is
It's all
going to be like, oh,
semantics, huh?
you're a criminal. Yeah.
Wow.
They're changing. So they're actually misleading Americans into
Yeah.
thinking they're deporting criminals when a lot of them, the only civil violation they've committed, yes, is
Yeah.
entering the country illegally. But that's not a crime under the American law.
Wow.
Yeah. They're
That's
changing the
insane.
definition.
Yeah. Well, I guess you kind of have to, because he later on he'll be like, well, I said criminals. They are criminals, right? So they're changing. Yeah, the semantics of these words. So on Sunday, they deported, or not deported, they caught 1,100 people, right?
Yeah.
52% were criminal, right?
Mhm.
And then the other 48% were just standard Samaritans.
Standard what?
Samaritans, like a normal person.
Oh, yeah.
Like not a criminal. They haven't
Right,
committed any
right, yeah.
injustice or anything like that. So that in itself goes against what he's verbally saying as well. That's not cool. How are you going to arrest 50% of people that are actually law abiding? They're like going about their day, working.
And of the 52% that they say were criminal,
Yeah.
some of them are actually people that were deported and then
Mhm.
came back again.
See,
So they're deeming that as criminal.
bro. Yes. I was just I was watching this thing with my dad the other day. It was like a true crime thing, and they were at the border, right? And they're finding people being smuggled in, and people are in like the trunks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so they get taken. These ICE guys or the Homeland the border guys. They're taking these people. Hey, you're not allowed to be here.
Border Patrol,
And
yeah.
your border patrol, and they're sending them back. But the thing is, who's to stop these people from coming back again? That's what they do. If you really want to get to America, you're gonna keep trying and trying and trying, right? That's not a solution. You know what Trump's solution to this is?
What?
Sending them to Guantanamo Bay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That
That's-
is
that's
actually insane.
Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay.
Where my people are supposed to live
Yeah.
peacefully. You're gonna disturb them.
800 Muslims were there at one point. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Insane, bro.
They're not my people, but yeah.
They
yes.
are your people.
They're dead.
They are your people.
Well, a lot. Some of them were actually innocent. Some of them were innocent. So then, yeah.
See,
it's-
that's okay. Just go off track a little bit here.
Yeah.
Guantanamo Bay. What's so interesting about it is it's technically U.S. territory, right?
Mhm.
But since it's not in a U.S. province, then the legality of
Oh yeah.
things
So you
can
could do
change.
anything. You could
can do
torture them.
anything.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, right?
That's what happened.
And
yeah.
that's the weird thing to me. Why send 30,000? He's saying that they're going to send up to 30,000 people to Guantanamo Bay, right? Why send up to 30,000? But why send them there? Why Guantanamo Bay? That doesn't really make sense to me. He's saying the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't constitute like. What about mass murderers? What about like school shooters? These people don't go to
Why are the illegal
Guantanamo
immigrants?
Bay. It just doesn't. It doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Also, bro, the Trump administration has been perpetuating this lie
Mhm.
that crime rates among illegal people are higher. That's not true.
Okay.
If you look at the demographic of illegal immigrants, right? There's
Yeah.
about 11 million according to the Pew Research Center,
Okay.
according to like 2022. So that number has probably increased by a couple million. Let's say there's like 13 to 14 million
Mhm.
illegal immigrants.
Illegal
Out of them, there's like 17,000 arrests per year.
That's almost nothing. Yeah.
That's like 0.008 some
That's like
percent.
nothing.
Yeah. That's that. So basically, they're committing less crimes on average
Yeah.
than a law-abiding, like legal.
Oh, 100%
American.
ratio wise.
Yeah.
So, but how of those 17,000 people, how many arrests are there a year?
What's that? So that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I have this graphic.
Yeah.
This is actually from I think this is from ICE, or no, so this is from U.S. Customs and Border Protection,
Okay.
which I guess does work with ICE. So in 2024, they made 17,000 arrests.
Okay.
2023 was 15,000.
And out of how many
12,000.
arrests in total, like that the U.S. has made?
No, I mean I don't know. I don't have that number.
Can you look that one up?
No, that's too complicated to look up. Total arrest versus.
Well,
let me
I'll
see.
just look it up.
But as you look that number up,
Mm-hmm.
my point was this whole idea that illegal immigrants are criminals,
Yeah.
like all of them are just criminals, I don't think has substance to it. Some of them sure are, commit some heinous crimes,
Right.
yes, and they should be deported, but you can't label all illegal immigrants as just like these rapists and these
Mm.
murderers, as Donald Trump.
No, that's not right. You
Does.
can't label people. I think he's kind of backtracked on that, labeling everybody, right?
Well,
But-
the White House press secretary just came out and said everybody in the country illegally is a criminal.
But yeah.
I mean, technically,
they are.
but not under the law though. It's a civil violation.
Yeah, I get
That's a
that.
huge difference, civil versus criminal.
yeah, I agree
There's
with
literally civil courts and there's criminal courts.
No, you're
That
right.
legal
you're right.
definition is
Yeah.
very huge.
Important. Yeah.
It's very important.
Well, yeah. So what do you say then? What do
I
you
think
call them?
Illegal immigrants. I mean, it's
No,
something
of
that's
course,
what
of course.
yeah.
But like, if you don't say criminal, what
I-
do you say? Like to
I would just say
distinguish-
illegal immigrants.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, because that just gives you. What do you think should happen to 11 million people here illegally? So of the 11 million people,
Yeah.
bro, 8.4 million people are in the American workforce. So these are people
Yeah, it's a
that
lot
are
of
paying
freaking
taxes.
people.
8 million people.
Yeah.
So if you just deport 8 million people out of the U.S. workforce,
Yeah.
there's a big chance the American economy might crash.
It will. Yeah, 100%.
If you deport 8 million people,
No, I don't. Are they planning on doing this? 8 million people?
Donald Trump says every single illegal immigrant needs to be deported. He has promised to deport more people than Barack Obama.
I heard that one.
And Barack Obama
Yeah.
has deported, I think in total in 8 years, he deported 5 million people.
That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, but in 8
Yeah.
years, right? That was 8 years.
Real quick, so number of this is 2022 number. It's not
Yeah.
2024, but it was 7.3 million.
Yeah, so of 7.3 million arrests,
17,000.
17,000.
Yeah.
In 2022, right?
In
Wait, no, let me get you
2022.
that exact number then. Because
Okay, you have 2022.
in 2022, yeah.
But
just-
since 2022 though, right? I mean, there's been more.
there's been definitely more,
immigrants,
yes.
Yeah. But let's just see, just comparing it.
Yeah. So in 2022, there was 12,000.
12,000.
So 12,000
Yeah.
illegal immigrants
So,
were arrested
out
out of
of 17
7.3 million arrests.
17.
17.
Yes.
Look at that. That's basically
17.
nothing.
Yeah, I know, it's basically nothing. That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is
But before I forget
Yeah,
something else, an
uh-huh.
executive order that's like
Okay,
ridiculous
okay.
that overturns the U.S. Constitution.
Okay.
Under the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, every person born in the country is a natural born citizen. So
Yes.
anybody is a
Oh,
U.S.
this is
Anybody
crazy.
born in America
Yeah,
is a
bro.
U.S. citizen, or if you're naturalized, you
Mhm.
become a U.S. citizen. That's what the 14th Amendment says.
Yes.
Donald Trump has passed an executive order saying
Yeah.
that no, if you're born in the United States, but if your father or your mother are illegal, you are not legal. He's
yeah.
trying to end birthright citizenship. Thankfully, a court in Seattle has overturned that executive order. Not overturned, sorry. It's blocked the
yeah.
implementation of that executive order. Trump has said they're going to appeal that block. It's a federal judge in
Yeah.
Seattle. That was actually he's a Republican. He was appointed by Ronald Reagan.
Right.
He's saying it's unconstitutional. Let's see what happens.
Well,
but yeah,
let me talk about this in a minute. So, what you asked earlier, what do I think should happen?
yeah,
So I think it's a couple things, bro. Obviously, there can't just be people being let into the country, right? I agree with like stronger border security,
Yeah.
right? I do agree with that. Do I think they should be going into schools? No, I don't think they should be going into schools. Do I think they should be going to Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
No. I think the answer is you send them back to the country, right? Have them go into their prisons, right? If Mexico wants to do it, or if it's Guatemala or Salvador, wherever they're coming from, China, wherever they're coming from. And then you strengthen border security so they can't come in again, right? That's, I think, the better solution. So 8 million people are in the workforce, but there's 14 million, right? So
no, 11 million according to Pew Research.
so 3 million people. So 3 million people
Probably minors
essentially
or like kids.
Okay.
That can't work.
that can't work.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Or some
that's a
some
good
unemployed
reasoning.
people too.
Yeah, some unemployed people.
But 8 million people
Yeah,
are
are
like
working.
employed. They're part of the
Yeah.
workforce. 8.3 million to be 8.4
Yeah.
million to be exact.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
That is insane.
That's a lot of people, man.
I don't think he's going to deport all these people, bro. I don't think so.
He's promising. You got to take him for his word. He's done everything he's promised so far. He's
Well,
basically
and
you know,
more and
today,
more.
Today he asked Congress to eliminate the income tax. The
Yeah,
federal
I
income
read
tax, which is, I mean, let's see what happens
yeah,
with that.
I can
but-
appreciate that.
Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But I'm just saying he's
Yeah.
fulfilling most of his campaign promises.
Which I respect that more than if he didn't do anything, right?
yeah, I mean,
As for the executive order thing, though, I mean, here's the thing, bro. So I think what he's trying to combat, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I don't know what he's trying to combat, but I think what he's trying to combat is, it happens so many times, bro. You go over, like, people in TJ, they'll literally come over, have the baby, and then they'll come back and then they'll go back home. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's not like they're all coming in and they're trying to work in the States. They just want their kids to have that opportunity, which I would want that too. I'm not saying I would want any different. I would want
Yeah.
that too. But it's not really right? If they're not really, nobody's contributing to the U.S. economy, if they're not contributing to the U.S. government at all, then it's like you can't just come here, have a baby, and then all you guys are going back.
But then is the baby to blame for that?
Of course not.
So that's what.
Of course
that's
not.
what this law,
Yeah.
this executive order does. This says, oh,
It's blaming the
when
baby.
I was in the womb, my parents made a decision, and now I have to deal with the repercussions of being an illegal immigrant, even though I was born here.
Yeah, but that's the
raised
thing
here.
because that's what I'm trying to say. They
Yeah,
weren't. I mean, they're not staying here. They're going back to Mexico. So just for example, I don't know if it's Mexico or El Salvador.
Mhm.
I'm just saying if they're coming from Tijuana, they're coming in, having the baby, and the whole family's going back to TJ, right? So okay, now the baby's a U.S. citizen, but they're living in
Yeah.
Mexico, right?
There's always loopholes, right?
Yeah.
People try to game the
Of
system.
course, yeah.
But ending it all right,
No,
I don't think that's the right move.
I think that so what he's doing, bro, as a whole, just as an entirety with the whole loan situation, he's cutting off all these loans, all the federal workers, he's cutting off on these jobs, right? They're laying off. They're trying to clean house. That's all they're doing. They're doing a clean house across the entire United States.
Mhm.
And I, as a business person, I can understand the logic behind it. To be honest, I can understand the logic. If something is wrong, like if something is severely wrong, it's been wrong for 8 years. The U.S. citizens, right? They get used to a certain type of standard. The government officials get used to a certain type of standard. And it's the only way to really fix something is to clean house completely and then reorganize it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what he's trying to do. I don't know if it's going to be effective, but I can understand like the logic behind it.
So two things.
Yeah.
A business, I think, is different than the government, right? Because
It is.
it's completely different.
completely
You
different.
can't treat it like a business, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But also, yeah, like they're trying to restart. They're trying to scratch everything
Right.
and restart. And then there's some good things.
Yeah.
In what he's trying to do. For example, the government efficiency thing, the whole mandate about making sure we're not spending money on employees that we just don't need.
Right.
Like federal employees that just sit around and do nothing all
Yeah.
day. I shouldn't be paying for that.
Fuck
You
no.
shouldn't be paying for that.
Government contract.
Yeah,
bro.
so we should
Yeah.
fire every single government employee
Yeah.
that is useless. Yes, like I'm all for that. And like, why aren't we
Yeah.
doing that?
Yeah,
you
they
know?
just stopped $400 million $400 million worth of government contracts.
Good. I mean,
It's good. Government contracts are actually insane.
that's
bro.
one of the biggest corruption
Dude.
loopholes. Yeah.
There's this guy. I have a customer and one of his buddies that works with him. He has a warehouse, right? And all they do is produce airplane bearings. That's all they do is airplane bearings for the Department of Defense. They get paid $40,000 for each bearing that they produce.
Mm.
A bearing's a piece of metal, bro. It's a piece of metal that is basically crafted into like essentially a circle. That's what fucking $5 of maybe if that, and they're getting 40 G's for each bearing that they produce.
Mm.
It's insane. So yeah, I don't think that government contracts should just be like, oh, just because you've been working with us, I'll just say okay to whatever price that you tell me. That's not right. That's not right. So yeah, I think that's a good thing that they're doing too.
That's good. But then in terms of the immigration,
Huh.
I just don't know how he's going to be able to practically deport that many people, considering how many sanctuary cities and states there are. So right now in LA County, it's a sanctuary place.
Okay.
What does that mean? That means that the city cannot and will not share information regarding immigrants with
Interesting.
ICE.
So how are they finding out?
They're just using they're going to Home Depot. They're just like literally a lot of their strategy is just like
Showing up.
targeting communities that they know immigrants live in. So it's just showing up. That's because in a sanctuary state, a sanctuary city, they're not going to give the federal government the information they need. That's the whole point. They're not going to, and they're not going to share any city resources to help ICE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're just showing up, and what are they saying to these guys? Show me your social. What's your social? Or
So again, they say they're targeting criminals.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pull up, they show up, and it just goes from there. I think a lot of them get immigrant court hearings, so they do
Okay.
get a court hearing.
but they're detained during this time.
Yeah, but sometimes they can also get expedited removal. So this all can be bypassed, and you can be deported. It's very sophisticated in terms of like how this actually operates. But I'm just saying practically, because I was looking at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Like, what states have the most amount of illegal immigrants? California is one of them. Texas,
Right.
but Texas is not a sanctuary
New
state,
Mexico.
so that they might be able to deport a lot of people in Texas. But New York,
A lot, bro, in New York.
a lot of
Yeah.
yeah. Like I have the exact numbers here. Actually, illegal immigration in California has
Yeah.
gone down.
Has gone down.
It's the only
Yeah, because
state
people can't afford it. Illegal
Yeah.
immigrants can't afford it
Yeah.
here.
by 120,000 actually. What has
Wow.
increased is Florida. So Florida has
Okay.
seen a net increase of 400,000 illegal immigrants from 2019 to 2022.
Oh,
This is according to Pew Research Center. Same with Texas, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Maryland. All these states,
Maryland.
have noticed. Maryland,
Interesting.
well, like 40,000
But
illegal
that's a small
immigrants.
state. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it used to be California, New York, and Texas.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of spreading all over America.
Smart. Like ISIS. It's
ISIS
spread everywhere.
is
You can't
barely
catch
in
us.
America. California has the most amount of illegal immigrants, 1.8 million. Texas has 1.6 million. Florida has 1.2 million. New York 650,000, and then it goes on from there. But my point is,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very hard to deport these many people, considering that California is a sanctuary state, pretty much. New York is a sanctuary state, and they have the most amount of illegal immigrants.
Okay, I want to say this about Guantanamo Bay before my iPad dies. It's at 8%.
What?
So I want to say the exact numbers.
Where is this from? AP?
No, this is where did I get this from? I think AP News.
Mm.
Okay, so Guantanamo's Bay annual costs are upwards of $540 million right now a year
Mhm.
annual. That breaks down to $36 million per detainee at the current population of 15. Each detainee
Yeah.
costs $15 million a year.
Yeah.
So let's do that math. Do you have do you have your calculator out?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Do 15 million times 30,000. Oh, I have it right here. I'll do it real quick. 15 million times 30,000. That is $450 billion a year if he were to put them in Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, if we put 30,000 people.
Yeah, that's $500
If,
billion.
if we actually go ahead with what Trump is
Yeah.
saying, put these people, 30,000 of them in Guantanamo Bay, we'll have to give $500 billion.
We'll have to give $500 billion.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's not happening.
Is that insane?
Guantanamo Bay should be shut down, by the way.
It should be. I mean, it's slowly being,
Obama
Yeah.
promised to do it. He didn't do
he
it.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Trump actually advocated for it, and then Biden has taken a lot of people out, but
I'd go.
yeah, as
15? I did not know.
there's 15 left. Now.
There's only 15
There's only 15
people.
people. It's
1-5.
1-5, and they're trying. The guys that orchestrated 9/11, they're trying to let them out.
Let them out.
Yeah, or move them. Whatever.
Well, the people that
semantics
actually
are.
did it, they're dead. The
Well, yeah,
people
yeah,
that
no,
actually
but the
did-
people that orchestrated the whole.
Osama
yeah.
bin Laden, he's been dead for 12 years, buddy.
What's the guy? let me
13
see.
years.
No,
No, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. There's
There's two
definitely-
guys. I don't know the guy's name.
Yeah, there were people involved in the planning,
Yeah.
and
last name was Muhammad. That's all I remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that
Classic,
are still
right?
there. There's people. There's people
Not
still
kidding.
there. There's people still there
Yeah,
that were
15
involved
people.
in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Muhammad is the most common name in the world, by the
It
way.
was his last name.
You know that, right?
Yeah, I
It's
know
the most
it.
common name in
It's
the
the
world.
most common name.
How crazy is that? It's the most common name in the world.
That
So
is
yes, there's some
insane.
people that do some bad stuff under that name,
Muhammad.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, Guantanamo Bay should be shut down. 15 people.
Yes, bro. it
$450
should.
million dollars. So we're spending
Yes.
15 million.
We're spending $540 million a year right now.
So what does that
on
come
these guys.
per detainee?
32 million or 36 million.
That doesn't. Something's not adding up. Are you like that? Sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. This is something that's fact though for prisoners in general.
Yeah.
They cost an insane amount of money a
Yeah,
year.
yeah. The cost
just
is
do.
insane.
And it's not like they cost that much, right? It's just how much they charge the government or these private corps make, right? They make millions, dude, off of each detainee. Millions off each detainee. It's just Guantanamo Bay, right? And I'm sure there's a bunch of bullshit that they have to figure out with Cuba and stuff too, but it's insane, dude.
Yeah, America has, I think, a quarter of the world's prisoners. 25%.
You know what
And-
that tells us, bro?
The prison industrial complex is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's no rehabilitation for these guys.
Yeah.
They don't know how to get better.
And a lot of them work. They make them work in prison.
Yeah.
So like it's
For
basically
pennies an hour, bro.
modern day slavery.
It is. It is
Yeah.
modern day slavery.
These firefighters
Yeah.
were prisoners. Did you know that? Some of the firefighters had
Why
to
is
call
that?
them from jail. So people that were
Really?
incarcerated. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
No, bro.
In LA, it was so bad they needed firefighters so badly. They went to jails and they were like, "Yo, who amongst you was a firefighter?" And they pulled the firefighters out and they fought the fires. And now they're gonna go back to serving their time. Yes, buddy. It's sad.
That is insane, bro.
This is a crazy country.
What do they give them in return?
Honor.
Some extra cup of
bragging
noodles?
rights. I don't know, bragging rights.
Wow.
No, they're being paid actually.
They are. Okay.
They're like $8 or
An
something,
hour.
something like that. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It is crazy, dude. They don't make much money. But at least, honestly, dude, if I was in prison, I would probably rather work than sit around and listen to a bunch of fuck-ups talk all day, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess it's a cool gig.
It is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, like,
I'd rather
come
do
on.
fight fires and
than be in jail.
yeah, be
getting
in jail with a bunch of
assaulted by fellow
fucking,
men.
yeah, bro. Hell no, I don't want that. Yeah, no.
Something though, I was thinking about why Trump is doing all this. I think one of the reasons why his admin is so keen on like a tough immigration stance is they
Mhm.
want to create a general sense of fear. I think their strategy is
I 100%.
how do we
agree.
get people not to come? Well, if you're here,
Yes.
we'll be in your schools, we'll be in your
Right.
hospitals, we'll be in your places of worship trying to get you. So don't
Yeah.
come. I think it will help disincentivize people from coming in illegally, but it's not gonna be make that much of a difference.
The next year, bro, is just gonna be tough because he's doing everything. He's doing everything cutthroat, right? It's just stopping it where it ended right here. So I think the next year is gonna be very difficult. In the next 2 or 3 years, if the plans go as efficient as he's claiming, I think we'll start to see some benefits. I do think that. It's
from deporting.
It's not right. Well, no, not necessarily with deport. I'm just saying in general with what the stuff he's doing.
The immigration stuff just concerns me because like these people
Yeah,
have just become a part of the American fabric. They're not. It's not like they're lazy.
yeah.
They don't just sit around. Like they're some of the
I
most
agree,
hardest
dude.
working.
They
people.
are the hardest working people.
They are the
Yeah.
hardest working people in America.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And is it fair? And they pay taxes.
I know, bro. They pay sales tax. Yeah.
I think there should be like we definitely need immigration reform to get these people a pathway to citizenship. And then there needs to be something
Mm-hmm.
that helps address illegal immigration. And I think you can't fix it unless you fix problems in the countries that these people are coming from.
And we can't really volunteer to fix.
No, we give
problems.
aid though. We give aid to all these countries.
What, money?
Yeah, we literally give
Yeah,
money to
but
countries.
that's
But
not a
that's not going to
solution.
fix
That's not gonna solve
exactly. That's not a
anything.
long-term
Yeah.
solution. You can't just be a piggy
Yeah,
bank
exactly.
for other countries.
And you can't really step into their government either because then it's like
Well,
that's what
America
happened
does
in
that
the
all
Middle
the
East.
time. CIA.
But it's not right. Every
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
in the
No,
Middle
I'm not
East, there was-
advocating for.
yeah.
No. I'm not saying we should do that.
Bro, how many Middle Eastern countries have we stepped in? Everyone's like, you should have just not come in at all.
Yeah, look at Central
right?
America, South America,
Exactly.
filled with those
It's- yeah.
examples.
Well, not really. Just only Middle Eastern. just
No,
in my remembrance.
if you look at Central America, South America,
Uh,
it's crazy. By the way,
I don't know.
Mexico is no longer the majority of illegal immigrants.
Oh yeah, I know, bro.
It's not. It's the Northern Triangle, so Honduras,
Yes, bro. El Salvador.
Guatemala,
Yes, bro.
El Salvador.
It's insane.
yeah,
It makes sense. I
I-
mean, they have no choice but to enter through Mexico.
right.
And dude, how many Asian immigrants are there, bro?
Well, actually,
Illegal
guess
immigrants, sorry.
one of the countries. You'll be surprised to hear.
China.
No,
Where?
guess a country in Asia with the highest amount of illegal immigrants in the country right now.
I really thought it was China.
Guess again.
It's gonna surprise me.
It's in your DNA a little.
India.
India.
Of course, bro.
750,000 illegal immigrants from India in the country.
They are infiltrators, bro. They are infiltrators.
You know, I'm all for deporting the Indians. Get the Indians out of the country, bro. get them back to India. Why are they here? India's doing so good, bro. You have no reason to be in America.
Except the guy that
We need
makes
more Pakistanis in America. I'm
except
kidding.
the guy that makes naan in his armpit. He's not doing so hot over there.
I'm only kidding, man. It's fine. We can have the Indians too. We need more.
They are
cricket-
infiltrating every country.
We need
though.
more cricket players.
They really are, bro.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but they are.
India? Oh, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
I was talking to somebody when I was traveling Europe. They were telling me the Indian government actually gets legal visas
Uh-huh.
for Indian families to move and establish like a community. So they have like programs. This might just be like this guy. I haven't
Wow.
researched this, but
Yeah.
apparently this is a policy of the Indian government. In countries where there aren't that many Indians, they will literally pay people to settle there, and
Isn't India's like tax rate like 10%?
I don't know.
Like only 10% of the population pay taxes?
I have no idea. Yeah. So, yeah, according to 2022,
Uh,
India had 725,000. El Salvador 750,000, and then Guatemala and Honduras about 1 million combined.
that's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens, dude.
Also Canada.
yeah. Canada
Canada has a bunch of illegal immigrants.
A lot, bro. Their
Yeah.
population increased by like 5 or 10% over COVID.
No, I'm talking about in America. There's a lot of Canadians who are illegally here.
Oh, a lot of Canadians coming
yeah,
here.
yeah, not a lot, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, a significant amount.
Dude, honestly, if I was in a hard place and I knew, I needed to
Yeah,
make
like, what
by,
would you do?
I would come. I would 100% come.
Yeah,
If I was an illegal immigrant, bro, and I knew that I was shit out of luck in El Salvador,
whoa,
I would fucking risk it and come for my family and my kids. I would 100% do it.
Yeah.
And every single person would do it too. All the motherfuckers that say get them out of here, every single person would
you
do it
would
for
do
their
the same
family.
with your family. Yeah,
Yeah. And they'll all admit it. I would do it too, but it doesn't give them the right to be here. It's just because it's not them. That's the reality.
I think if you've been here for 10 years or more,
Yeah.
and you've been paying taxes and you've been working, you don't have any criminal convictions.
Yeah.
I think there should be a pathway for you to get citizenship.
I think that makes sense.
That means amnesty, and how
Yeah.
Republicans, they like label all this. Oh, amnesty! You're for
Uh-huh.
amnesty, forgiving people. Well, yeah.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
what else do you want them
they're
to
not
do?
doing anything wrong.
They
Oh,
are.
some of
doing-
them are, but
I mean, the wrong thing is to come to the country illegally.
see, it's like a catch-22, bro, right?
Yeah.
Because how quick is the deportation process?
It actually can take a while.
But
Depends.
you said there's loopholes to get
there's
through.
loopholes because they've already deported what 3,500
And
people.
how long is the legal immigration process? It's night and day.
Legal
Yeah.
or illegal? What are you talking
Legal
about?
immigration.
Oh, it
process.
takes forever.
How long did it take you to get your U.S. citizenship?
We came here in 2013.
Yeah.
I became a U.S. citizen in 2021, so 8 years.
8 years.
And we did it legally.
And
like
you did it
we came
legally?
in, we came in on a
8
legally.
years. You see what I'm saying? So most people don't want to go through this process.
Legally, ICE, legally, not illegally.
check Ibrahim Sayed Ahmed.
Yeah, come through. I would laugh my ass off. I would give them such a tough time if they ever pulled up to my house. My God,
What would you say?
I would literally sue ICE. I would sue. I would make so much money off these bastards.
Bro, there was a Texas rep. There was
Please
a Texas
come to my house.
representative, and he was saying just because they're saying schools are like up for grabs doesn't mean you have to go open the door for them when they do show up.
Yeah.
And that's true. They can't knock down your door.
Yeah, so in LA County, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So the LA County Police Department, they're
Mhm.
not gonna cooperate with ICE.
No, it's crazy. You can't knock down people's doors for something you don't know if they're there or not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if they are immigrants, illegal immigrants or not. That's not that's not okay. That is literally unconstitutional.
We should be smart about these things. Deport all the people that are here illegal. Like deport all the people that are here with criminal convictions
Yeah.
beyond just coming
Illegal.
in. Yeah, like
Illegal criminal convictions.
not illegal. What do you mean illegal criminal conviction?
Illegal immigrants with criminal
Yeah,
convictions.
illegal immigrants with criminal convictions
Yeah.
beyond just crossing the border. Like I
Beyond-
mean,
yeah.
like like violent offenses.
So what do you say at the border then? If they're coming in a fucking trunk, are you gonna let them if you're border patrol? If they haven't convicted any,
See, that's the tricky part.
I
man.
mean no.
if they're coming and if you're confronting them,
yes,
I think what happens is you get detained.
yeah,
Then you get a court hearing, and then you can decide to apply for asylum, or they can just, I guess, ship you back. It's sad.
they do though.
I know
They
somebody who
round them up on buses.
I'll say this. I will not reveal who this was, but I know somebody who
Yeah.
literally hopped the wall, like literally just hopped the wall, and came in, and they detained them. It's not like
What?
it's very rare that you hop the fence or
Yeah,
the wall,
and they're
you-
waiting right there.
No, and and you go unnoticed. Like it's not a very like the border patrol. There should be more border security, but a lot of these people who cross the border wall,
Yeah.
they get apprehended pretty fast.
Hmm.
Because they know there's like it's very rare.
Yeah,
I might be wrong on this, right? But it's
Okay.
very rare that you hop the wall and
Yeah.
nobody notices you and you just come right in.
well, there was a period of time during the Biden admin where it was like hands off completely.
Yeah, see that's again,
Yeah,
I'm not familiar honestly with what
Yeah.
the Biden administration was doing completely.
yeah.
But it seems to me that they were just letting a lot more people in.
Right. And the question is, why do you think that is? Like, what was the hope?
I don't know. I
'Cause,
don't know.
bro.
what-
Nobody is purely nice, man. Nobody, dude. Biden's not this
Yeah,
sweet
yeah,
old grandpa.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's a reason behind it.
Well, I don't honestly think it was that like it wasn't open borders. It wasn't like, oh, come on in. You're from Iran. Come on in.
Literally, bro. Border Patrol was saying we can't touch these guys even if we see them coming in.
Yeah, they all got detained. It's not like they were just, oh, come on in, enjoy some welfare.
No, like
Why?
they could not detain them is what I'm saying. RFK he talked about this. He
Really?
was literally at the border, and there was he says that he was there over the course of 3 hours, and there was like 3 or 4 buses of people coming in, and Border Patrol standing right there. He's like, why aren't you doing anything? That's the question, right? I don't know if that was the actual question asked, but they're like, we've been told over the course of the next couple weeks, we are not allowed to detain anybody.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I think every person who comes here illegally should be detained, should be documented
Mhm.
in terms of, okay, this person's here illegally. They should get a court hearing, and then
Yeah.
they should go from there. Like, I'm not for this idea that, oh, if you hop the fence and if there's a way you can make it in, like, you make it in. Because then
Yeah.
that's actually
Everyone
not
will
good
do
for
it.
the safety of the country. We
No.
need to know exactly how many.
And we need to know who's coming in. I do agree with that. We need to know
Yeah,
who's coming
yeah.
in. At least some document, like if you commit a crime, you know who committed the crime, right?
Yeah. Now, there should be documentation of these illegal immigrants, as oxymoronish as that sounds.
I know.
Documentation of the illegal immigrants. Hey, man, but
crazy.
I'm praying for these people, man, because at the end of the day, they built their lives here. They have families here. They got kids
Yeah.
here.
I just
They-
don't think they should be, even if they are deported, I don't think they should be spread apart. Even though the families, like, are probably thinking, hey, leave my kid here, take me away. I think they should all be together, dude.
Guess what, by the way?
What's that?
This is a fact I just learned from the Pew Research Center. 70% of illegal immigrant households have mixed visa status. What
Why
that
is that?
means is that one person in the family might be legal
Yeah.
and the other might be illegal.
How does that happen?
Well, that happens because
Different
they come
time
in different time
periods? Okay.
periods, but in households.
Yeah.
So imagine your brother gets deported, but
Mhm.
you don't.
That's crazy.
Your mother gets deported, but your father doesn't.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
So this whole idea of, oh,
Yeah.
we're not going to separate families, that's not realistic.
And that's not realistic.
Because according to
yeah.
the data,
Fair. That's fair. point.
70% of the
Yeah.
households, bro, have mixed visa
Wow.
status.
I didn't think about that even.
70%. So how are you? You're literally gonna have to separate families.
Did all of you guys get your citizenship at the same time?
Yeah, because we came together, right? My mom and my 2 sisters.
Well, was there even a month difference? Or
Oh yeah, there was different times.
There was
yeah, but
different?
it was like a couple months.
Okay. Well,
After you get your green card, you're done.
you didn't have your green card even, right? For like
No, I
7
got-
years.
No, we
last
got it in
year.
5 years.
I'm just joking.
We got your green card
Yeah.
in 5 years.
So, but while you were in asylum, was there like, what's gonna happen?
Well, yeah, because your asylum case can be denied. That was a really tough time because there was a opportunity.
So while we're in high school, you could have been
No, in
deported.
middle school.
Well, it's
Not-
high
No,
school.
you can't get deported. If your asylum gets denied and
Yeah.
you stay in the country illegally,
Yeah.
there's a time period for you to leave.
Well, yeah. If you guys stayed, you could have got deported out of high school.
Yeah, if my asylum, God forbid, got denied, I
Yeah.
could have been back in Pakistan. Yeah, bro.
That would have been hilarious, bro.
Why was
I'm sorry, but you're there one day, and you the next day you're
That's-
gone.
That would have been sad, man. I would have.
That
Yeah.
would be insane, bro.
I have so much sympathy, man, for these people that come in because their countries.
yeah.
Like, imagine the toll it takes on their families to even come here illegally.
Yeah, it's not easy, dude.
You have to pay thousands of dollars.
Yes.
You have to go like the most unimaginable routes.
Yeah, bro.
You have to experience conditions, months, in some cases, like
Right
you
now,
know.
dude, to go that route to sneak in like through a mule, guess how much it is to come through Mexico?
10 grand.
It is 10 grand. You got
yeah.
it. It is $10,000, bro, to pay these mules to bring you. And there's probably like 6, 7. Would you? Oh, better question. Would you ever be a mule?
No.
You wouldn't do it
No, I would not do that, man.
if the
Charging
cartel-
people 10 G's.
If the cartel said, "Hey, 20 grand, all you have to do is pick up the car and drive it
I'm
in."
not doing that. I'm not dealing with the cartel, first of all.
You
I
wouldn't do
don't
it?
want to die. I'm not dealing with the Mexican cartel.
Why
Some of the
not?
most heinous people in the world.
What are you trying to say about Mexicans?
The Mexicans are great people. The Mexican cartel, though, that's worse than ISIS, bro.
Wow.
Mexican
MS-13s, they're not good or what?
MS-13 might be some of the most deadliest people in the world, bro. The Mexican cartel, you don't mess with them. By the way, what are they doing about this? Because
The Mexican cartel?
Isn't this yeah? So what are they doing about all this?
They're excited, probably, bro.
Why are they?
Because
excited?
all these deportees, they're gonna go back and want to come back in the country, and so they're gonna make more money.
Yeah, but isn't the cartel's job to protect illegal immigrants as well?
No,
It doesn't extend.
no,
So when they're in America, they don't do anything for them?
brother, These guys do whatever they want. They're on nobody's agenda.
Mm.
They can do whatever they want. So, but what's gonna happen, dude, is this: if border security isn't at tip-top shape, they're gonna figure out a way to get these deportees back in the States, and they're just going to raise the. It's actually harder now to get you guys in the country. Instead of 10, it's gonna be 15.
Mm.
That's what's gonna happen. They're just gonna raise the prices, and they're gonna make a shitload more money.
Yeah. So that's sad. If a lot of these people are gonna come back again.
Do you know anybody that is legal now that you wish got deported?
No.
You don't?
No.
I know one person.
Who? Me?
Quant.
Yeah, he was never illegal. He
I
came
wish this
illegal.
guy got
Wait,
deported.
what was? Speak on the mic. How did you? Is your mic on?
Yes.
How did you come to the country?
Fucking swam here, bro.
Yeah,
From the Philippines.
But did you come here on a visit visa or did you?
I was
Sponsored?
petitioned,
Sponsored.
by
By-
my stepdad.
So
Yeah, my
sponsored.
papers
Oh, okay.
done.
Completely sponsored.
Yeah, I had my paperwork done in.
You were never legal.
I was never illegal.
He was never illegal.
Oh.
No.
So,
never
so I hope ICE comes for me.
Because they're not getting anything.
But when he said 70%, I am one of the 70%.
Oh.
But don't say that on the podcast. Bro. No, you're
No,
not.
mixed status.
Mixed
It's not
status.
saying anybody's illegal, bro, in his
No,
household.
mixed status.
Yeah,
mixed
mixed
status.
status. Yeah.
Mixed status.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man.
I don't know if they're illegal or not. If they are, just go to Samana's household and check it out.
No, there's no. Do not go.
they're already,
not
they're
come
already
on.
in Cerritos College.
Yeah, that's
Fuck you.
that's crazy.
Not too far.
No, nobody's illegal, man.
Bro, imagine that. That would be hilarious, huh?
How would that be hilarious?
Hilarious.
bro?
Not if,
The
not if-
podcast is gonna end.
Not if anybody got deported, but they
The
showed up at his
podcast is
house. Obviously, nobody's illegal in his household,
Yeah.
but if they showed up at
I would-
Russ's house, bro, that would be so funny, dude.
Imagine being a Mexican ICE agent.
That's
Like, how does that? How do you even like what? How does that happen?
that's like a
Well,
Mexican Trump voter,
Yeah, I mean,
essentially.
some people, bro, don't they don't like maybe me for example. I'm not saying I don't feel emotion for these people, but like I don't feel like I'm part of the Mexican culture. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people probably don't feel like they're their people. You know
So
what I'm saying?
basically, you're like, yeah, I would love to work for ICE. I would love to
Me?
deport people.
Oh yeah, I would love to. deport
ICE, if you're
people.
looking for a future agent, this is right here. This man, Matthew
me a-
Gutierrez.
Give me $250,000 a year and you got
Would you
your
work
guy.
for ICE if they give you
No,
$500,000?
bro, I would not do that. $500,000?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I couldn't. Do
All
that.
you have to do is separate families of the border.
I could not do that, bro. That's insane.
$500,000.
I could not do that, bro.
You only work 2 hours a week.
My heart would hurt.
You
dude.
work 2 hours a week.
2
One fa-
hours a week?
One family a day. It takes 15 minutes, and that's it.
One family a day?
One family a day.
5 a week, bro.
Yeah,
5
five a
families
week. And you can, skip one day remotely. You can just
5
separate them.
times 52.
You can
brother.
separate a family remotely. Just from
remotely. It's 5 a button.
That's sad, man. I took it too far, man. I feel bad. I have a soft spot for immigrants, man. I'm an immigrant, man. I feel bad.
That's hilarious, dude.
I
I'm sorry,
I
that's
wish I was a
funny.
lawyer right now, bro. I would actually help some of these people.
Would you?
Yeah, of course.
Just take the LSAT.
The LSAT doesn't mean.
I mean,
you're-
sorry, just take the bar. My bad. All right, just
No,
take the bar.
I can't just take the bar.
You
man.
can't
have
just take
to,
the bar.
You can. I'm not Kim Kardashian. I don't have resources and lawyers to just help train me and
Why,
take
bro?
the bar.
If you really want something, you can do it. If you want,
If I
you don't-
really wanted to become a lawyer in like 2 years, I could do it. Yeah.
no, you can do it. I think this year. Just take the bar
Law
this year.
school? No, I can't take. the
Not
bar, man.
law school. You don't have to.
The
go to law
bar.
school. Just take the bar.
But the thing is, a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I can't do that, man. I can't.
You said you can
I can't do
practice
comedy
on your
and
own.
do the bar. Huh?
You said you can have your own practice right on your own, even if, right?
if
Or
you're a
it-
lawyer,
yeah.
yeah.
So if you pass the bar, you can have your own practice. You don't have to work
I
for a
don't know if
company.
that's true in
Oh, okay.
California.
That
Might
I
be
don't know. That's what I
different.
was asking you that day.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Regardless,
Wow. But you would help people?
yes, bro. I would definitely help people. I would do it. I would fight for them. I would actually like. This is like
Is that the law you'd want to get into? Immigration? law?
immigration. No,
No?
I would just do it for pro bono.
You
Like,
do pro bono.
Yeah, I would do it pro bono.
Oh wow! I would
That's
charge
not
them.
the-
I would charge them as much as a cartel charges.
20 G's. That's your
20
inflation.
Gs. Yeah, you're in America now. I'm gonna save you the trip. If you give me 20 G's, I will keep you here.
Man, I.
And then you lose. You take the 20 G's and then you lose the case.
That's crazy. Yeah, lawyers make a lot of money that way. They don't care.
Yeah, bro. They don't.
Some people just ask for an advance. You give them an advance.
Dude, there's so many ways to make a lot of money in law, dude. It's fucked. You
In
can
every
literally-
industry.
In every
Yeah.
well, no, bro, no, because you can literally take advantage of the law. That is literally
It's
what you can
sad,
do.
Yeah.
There are these guys. I think I talked about this on the pod before, but there's two guys in California, and all they do is go to commercial real estate, and they just make sure everything's ADA compliant. And if it's not ADA compliancy is for disabled people. So
Mhm.
the ramps have to be a certain height, at a certain degree. The doors have to be a certain width. There's a lot of things, right? But if things aren't ADA compliant, they sue. My aunt's Shave Ice store, they sued the lamp. They tried suing Wanna Chill, her Shave Ice store, because the ramp wasn't at the exact degree it needed to be. And she
A
was
lawyer tried to sue?
yeah, she
They
tried to
came
sue
in?
Wanna Chill. Yeah, they came in and they sent her a letter. And they sent Wanna Chill a letter, but then she was like, "I don't own the property. You can't sue me for anything." And
Mm.
so they sued the landlord, and they won.
That's sad.
Yeah, this happens a lot, bro.
Wow.
You could do that.
I did not know that.
It's not sad. You can do it
I
too.
would not do that.
You can make. You can
Wait, one
take
thing.
advantage
Let
of
me.
the law.
Somebody illegal listening to this podcast. Why are you? It just sounds. To the illegals, let me say something. To
The illegals listening.
No. That's dude. I feel so bad, man. God. Okay, so
Well,
one
you're
thing.
laughing like crazy, bro.
It's there's comedic elements to
There
this.
are, dude.
There's comedic elements to this. As a comedian, technically, I have to make fun of everything.
I'm sorry.
So I get a pass. You don't get a pass though. You guys don't get a pass. No, I get
I'm
a pass.
comedian at heart, bro.
You-
He's a victim.
wait, what did I say? So this is according from the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. You might have heard of them. They say these are your rights. If
Okay.
if an ICE agent approaches you, these are the rights. You have the right to remain silent and do not have to discuss your immigration or citizenship status with police, immigration agents, or other officials. Anything you tell an officer can later be used against you
Yeah.
in immigration court.
It's
If
like
you
the
are
Miranda rights, right?
yeah. If you are not a U.S. citizen and an immigration agent requests your immigration papers, you must show them if you have them with you. Interesting.
And if
if-
you don't,
If an let's see if this covers it. If an immigration agent asks if they can search you, you have the right to say no. Agents do not have the right to search you or your belongings without your consent or probable cause. If you're over 18, carry your papers with you at all times. If you don't have them, tell the officers that you want to remain silent or that you want to consult a lawyer before answering any questions. So the government doesn't give them lawyers. They have to get their own lawyers.
really.
Because they're illegal. Yeah, I'm
But
pretty
what
sure.
if you don't know they're illegal?
Well,
Because there's
well,
staying
they know
silent.
themselves, right?
Yeah, but they're
No, but
staying silent.
afterwards.
So if they're detained,
Uh-huh.
then what happens? They're detained, and I want to stay silent. You have to bring me a lawyer.
Your lawyer talks to them. Just I think your job should be just to get a lawyer. If you are somebody in the country illegally, have a lawyer that you trust
Mhm.
that can fight for you. Because there's definitely ways for you, to yeah.
Just stay silent.
Stay calm. Do
Yeah.
not resist or obstruct the agents or officers. Do not lie or give false documents. Yeah, that's very important.
Wow.
Because they can use everything against you. Prepare yourself and your family in case you are arrested. Memorize the phone numbers of your family and your lawyer. Make emergency plans if you have children or take medication.
So for all these illegal immigrants that have family in other countries, it's a little bit easier, right? But imagine you don't have anything in this other country. You have nobody else in this other country, and you and your family are deported.
It's sad,
Where
man.
are you going to?
You have nowhere to go to. You're a nomad.
That's insane, dude.
One last thing before we go. It said, if you believe your rights are violated, write down everything you remember, including officers' badges and patrol car numbers, which agency the officers are from, and any other details. Get contact information for witnesses. If you're injured, seek medical attention immediately and take photographs of your injuries. That's obvious. And file a written complaint with the agency's Internal Affairs Division or Civilian Complaint Board.
I do have a question. So what if they're
Can you translate all this in Spanish? What? What? No. What? You speak Spanish, bro.
I don't. So
You speak Spanish, right?
no, conversational.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
enough.
about all that crap, bro. Just no, I don't know.
You
anything.
can't translate any of that?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so you're useless.
Yeah, I'm useless. So if you're an illegal immigrant, right? You stay silent. You say, "Hey, you can't search me," but they search you anyway. Can you sue?
If they don't have any probable cause,
Yes.
and if you said no,
Yes.
then yeah, you can sue them.
But what if you're out because you're illegal? You are shipped out.
That's why you need a
before.
good lawyer. See, I'm not a lawyer. I can't answer that question,
Okay.
but you can sue. They need a probable cause or your verbal consent to being searched.
Mm.
You have the right to say no.
That'd be crazy, huh? If you were shipped out before you're able to sue.
No, because I don't know how that would work. See, again, like
Yeah.
I wish maybe we can interview an immigration
lawyer.
attorney.
Yeah.
I know somebody.
Do you immigration?
Yeah, I know
attorney?
so many. No, not so many. I know a couple.
Okay.
We can
Let's
maybe
bring them on.
Yeah. All right.
Moral of the story: Trumpers, Trumpies.
I don't like how a lot of like these people are like they're so happy with what's happening.
No, but what's the moral of the story? Is what I'm asking.
Of this
Yeah.
podcast, the moral
to the Trumpers or Trumpies or Trumpers.
the people who supported Trump.
Yeah.
Good for you. You got what you guys wanted. If this is what if you wanted hardworking Americans to be deported just
Yeah.
because, do you think a lot of this has to do with racism? I don't want to play the race card, right? I don't want to be like if all of these people, right? I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
If all 11 million people were just white, do you really think Trump would be like, oh my God, they're illegal, deport all of them? If all of them spoke amazing English, right? Like if all of them.
I'm not gonna answer that because I'm not completely for illegal immigration, but I can.
No, I'm
understand
not
it.
for illegal
Yeah,
immigration
yeah.
at all. You
Yeah.
should not be coming to the country illegally. Don't do
Yeah.
it. Fight. There's a way
So,
to get. Yeah.
I don't think I'm being racist because I do think some of these people should be deported, right? Some of these people
Yeah,
should.
absolutely.
I mean, not all, but some people are just kicking back and taking in wick.
But I'm just saying as a whole, bro. Like, don't
There
you
are
think
there are
race
racist people. There's always gonna be racist.
But
people.
do you think race is playing any? I don't want to look. I hate playing
Yeah.
the race card. I'm not one of those like leftists. Oh, everything is racism. No, I was just honestly, it was an honest like observation about this. I was like, what if they weren't brown? Because most of these people, bro, come on, they're not white people. You know, like there's some people from
Yeah.
Europe and
Canada.
Canada. But I doubt ICE is gonna like, knock
Well-
on the door and be like, "Oh my God!" And they're like,
Well, let's
"Ah."
see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. They do get
Yeah.
deported.
There's
I'm
a
not
shitload
saying.
of Indian people. Right?
Yeah, same thing. Again,
Yeah.
they're not white people. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Well,
brown skin,
yeah,
yeah,
fair,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, if all of them were just white skinned, like the most palest motherfuckers you've seen, the palest of palest people, do you really think all these Trump supporters would hate them with such a big disdain? Like, I doubt it.
I doubt it. Too,
I
bro.
doubt it. So I do think race plays
man.
a role. Like people, like people say, oh, race. They either say race doesn't play a role or plays a role. I think
Yeah.
it's balance.
Do you think attraction plays a role?
Attraction, no.
Yeah. No.
Maybe. Oh, what if an ICE agent? This is a cool movie idea.
Uh huh.
An ICE agent deports a family, but he falls in love
With the wife.
with not the wife, the
Oh.
daughter, or like he's probably a young guy. Let's say a young guy,
Yeah, yeah.
24, and the
Okay.
girl's like 21.
I'll
Yeah.
play it. I'll play it.
Russ wants to play him. Imagine.
Do you
That'd be
think,
pretty
okay, if
interesting
you're an
story.
ICE agent and you saw a smoking hot girl,
No, I don't want to.
would you still deport them or would you?
The family? Did they just get a pass?
no, just
'cause-
her. Just her.
Just
it's
her?
she's
That's
just
messed
here.
up.
She's just here.
You marry her and then you sponsor her family to come. I mean, that might be.
I definitely think attraction plays a role, bro. If an ICE agent is seeing like the smoking hot chick, he's like, okay, maybe I'll go to this Mexican guy over here or this Salvadorian.
Well, yeah,
dude,
that's with anything.
this dirty guy, dirty looking guy.
That's with anything,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Attraction.
cops, they stop. Do they ticket like hot girls on
Pretty
the freeway?
privilege is a true thing, dude.
Really?
Pretty privilege is real, bro.
So they don't ticket like a good-looking
They
woman?
don't, bro.
Really?
Dude, this goes for with everything. Even like my car, bro. When I had my BMW.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't have the car anymore, right? But I will vouch for this, dude. I took carpool almost every single day in that BMW, right?
Uh-huh.
And I would have my windows down. Cops would be literally driving by me, seeing me, and they wouldn't stop me. There was one time I was in carpool. He's standing out there just looking to see if anybody is not inside the car. Swear to God, right here, bro. I'm driving. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get pulled over. This is it. And I was okay, whatever. Cause I'm looking through my rearview mirror, and he set his sirens on. I was okay, whatever. He pulls over the car behind me. It was like a junky 80s car, dude. And he pulled them over instead of me. Dude, I've been pulled over 3 other times in that car just for speeding or for miscellaneous reasons.
Mhm.
Never gotten a ticket.
Is that you saying all of them were attracted to your beauty?
Yes.
Is that why? Is that why you were not
Me and my
stopped?
car. They were attracted to me and my car. Yeah.
Even nicer person.
Even nicer person, yeah.
Even nicer
Nice
person.
car privilege is a real thing, too.
Nice car privilege.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Damn.
Do you remember when we went to...
I thought it's the opposite. It'd be the opposite because they'd be stopping those cars more.
No, bro. Remember when we went to the Lorenzo?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we're just checking out the apartment or whatever. We parked in like where we were not. We're parked in staff parking. Let us
they
in?
just let us?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I guess that.
Crazy,
I
it's
guess.
crazy, dude.
I guess I have to get a car. I have to get a really
You have
nice
to get-
car
yeah.
to not
or
get
just be
tickets.
prettier.
Or just be pretty. Or just get plastic surgery.
Well, you're not gonna be deported, so I wouldn't worry about that.
I'm good, man. That's.
Yeah.
He already failed.
You already failed.
I already failed the critique.
Dark skin. What is up with that, by the way?
What?
Why are they not attracted to dark skin?
Who's not attracted to dark skin?
Dude, this is a common thing across many cultures. Light skin are more attractive.
Oh, like
people.
why is
Yeah.
there colorism?
Yes.
Like why
Is that
there
weird or
colorism?
what?
So me personally, I love everybody, bro. I like all.
I know you do.
I know all types. I love all types of shades.
I know
but,
you do.
Shades of color. I'm
I know.
saying. Not shades of gender.
I'm very
shades of color. Shades of color. Shades of color, bro.
Yeah,
Somebody might misconstrue.
Is there any race you would not date?
No. Mary. I'm not really dating anybody.
Who?
I'm not dating.
Well,
Mary.
Mary.
No, I would.
What if
be
they're from
open-
Antarctica?
Cool.
Okay.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
You've already seen the worst of the worst in terms of weather conditions. Okay, we're going off. We're just
Okay.
going off the rails. You want to say something at the end of this?
I say this is just another I think this is another sign to just be cautious. I'm sure there's Trump supporters that don't like this whole immigration thing, right?
Yeah,
That's natural with humans. You can like some things about a person and not like other things about a person, right? But you can't turn a 180 on somebody because they said what they're going to do and you still voted for them. So my opinion, dude, is just always keep that open mind that the worst can happen. What he says, not him, but people in general, people say can happen, right?
Oh yeah.
So you have to be comfortable within yourself, like, to make that decision. If I'm going to say, hey, I'm voting for Trump, you have to understand, regardless, that things that you don't like will also happen.
Yeah. Yeah, Russell, you have no right to complain about what's happening.
Russ
You have
doesn't have any
zero
right. Because you're a Trumpy.
I'm not a Trumpy, bro.
Yeah.
If you voted for Trump though and you're getting mad about all this, shut up. Shut up, man. Plain and simply,
Bro,
shut
that's the thing.
up. Huh?
Some people know that
Uh-huh.
Your mic, brother.
I think you can hear me. They can
Okay.
hear me still.
It's on?
People even still get mad about being third-party voters.
Yeah, they get mad about that, too. Dude, it's
I'm not to
retarded.
blame for Trump, by the way.
You
I'm
are.
a third party voter. No.
You're to blame, for sure.
No.
Like,
Zero.
it's a whole thing, but it's
Yeah, Dems get pissed off. I mean, this last time with the third-party votes because, you took the votes away from us.
Oh yeah, they do that.
They
yeah.
do. It's like, shut the fuck up. We're voting for who we want to vote for. You can't get mad because I want to do what I want to do. That's crazy.
I just wish there was balance, because if the immigration system had been balanced, this wouldn't be necessary. If we had consistently been deporting the bad people out,
Yeah.
and
But that's what he's trying to do, right? It's like he's framing it he's basically reversing everything that's just happened.
he's saying everybody's illegal is a criminal. They're not criminals. All of them are
Yeah,
not criminals.
semantics.
0.00%. But he's framing it in a way.
Yeah, he's framing it.
And I
that
think
way.
it will be different if they were just all
They're-
European.
okay, let's frame it this way. They're not all bad people. That's the thing. They're not all bad people. They're
But
doing something illegal
Yeah, but that's what he's
Yeah.
basically saying.
by saying criminal.
In
I know,
2015,
it's
what did he say? He
semantics,
said they're
bro.
rapists,
Yeah.
they're murderers. Come
Yeah.
on, bro. He started his whole...
Yeah, you can't say stuff like
the
that.
first thing he said as a presidential candidate was people coming in from Mexico are rapists and murderers.
Yeah. Crazy, dude.
Just sad.
It's sad.
It's sad. That's not who you want as a leader. That's a
say that
that's a
about the-
divisive person. That's not a
It
uniter.
is.
Huh?
he didn't say that about any other groups that are immigrants.
No, he
No,
only
the
said that
Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Yeah.
The
That's what he
Mexicans.
said.
I think right. I think people coming in from Mexico,
Yeah.
they're raped.
Oh, he did. Yeah, people coming from.
From-
So, but that is kind of like
Come on,
saying
bro. He
Mexican.
knew what he was
yeah,
doing.
He
No,
knew what
no.
he was doing.
He know he would.
It was a marketing ploy, bro, and it worked.
All right, man.
Yeah. A
Sad.
lot of white people like Mexicans, by the way, and Mexican food.
They like Tex-Mex more.
They like- what is-
They like
yeah.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex is not.
No, but
good,
they like
but-
Americanized. Yeah.
All right, folks.
Stay safe.
Hasta luego.